Hi everyone, I would like to welcome all of you to today's class. In this class, we are going to discuss about two very important concepts. Number one, electric flux. Number two, derivation of expression for torque. Torque acting on electric dipole if it is placed in the presence of uniform electric field. So this is electric charge and electric field part 8. Okay, well, let's start today's class. First, let us discuss about the meaning of electric flux. The meaning of definition of electric flux. So, electric flux means the number of electric field lines. The number of electric field lines penetrating like this, passing normal to the given surface. The number of electric field lines passing, penetrating, how normal to the given surface. That is the meaning of electric flux. What is the meaning of electric flux? The number of electric field lines. The number of electric field lines penetrating. The number of electric field lines penetrating or passing. Number of electric field lines penetrating or passing normal to the given surface. So that is the meaning of electric flux. So this is the direction of electric intensity. Actually, this is a circular disk. Half of the disk is directed away from the plane of the board. The remaining half of the disk is directed into the plane of the board. This is a circular disk. Half of the disk is directed away from the plane of the board. Remaining half is directed into the plane of the board. The electric field lines are passing like this, normal to the given surface. Okay, so this is the direction of A vector. This is the direction of E vector. This one is the direction of A vector. Okay, so electric flux mathematical expression is phi E is equal to E vector dot A vector. This is the mathematical expression for electric flux. Phi E is equal to E vector dot A vector. Dot product of two vectors is a scalar. So the electric flux is a scalar physical quantity. Electric flux is a scalar physical quantity. So this is measured by taking the dot product of two vectors. One is the electric field vector and another one is area vector. So remove the dot and vector sign. What is the meaning of dot product of two vectors? That is given by the product of magnitude of two vectors and cosine of the angle in between them. That is a statement of scalar product or dot product. Scalar product or dot product of two vectors is given by the product of magnitude of two vectors and cosine of the angle in between them. Okay, so phi E that is equal to E A cos theta. Product of magnitude of two vectors. Magnitude of E vector is E. Magnitude of A vector is A. And cosine of the angle in between A vector and E vector. E vector and A vector. So theta is the angle between E vector and A vector. So electric flux is which type of physical quantity? Electric flux is scalar. Electric flux is a scalar physical quantity. And what is the SI unit of electric flux? The unit SI unit of electric flux. So electric field that is measured in terms of Newton per coulomb. Electric field is measured in terms of Newton per coulomb, and area is measured in terms of meter square. So Newton per coulomb into meter square. So that is the SI unit of what? Electric flux. And the third very important point, the dimensional formula. So what is the dimensional formula of electric flux? The dimensional formula of electric flux. Okay, Newton means that is the SI unit of force. Force is mass into acceleration. So the dimensional formula of mass is m, acceleration 1 in length minus 2 in time. Okay, and dimensions of meter square, that is L square, and dimensions of charge, that is 1 in ampere and 1 in time. Okay, so after simplification we will get 1 in mass, L power 1, L power 2 becomes L power 3, and T is shifted to the numerator, it becomes T power minus 1. So T power minus 1, T power minus 2, what happens? T power minus 3, and A is also shifted to the numerator, it becomes A power minus 1. So this is the dimensional formula of electric flux. What is the dimensional formula? 1 in mass, 3 in length, minus 3 in time, minus 1 in ampere. That is the dimensional formula of electric flux. What is the meaning of electric flux? Electric flux means the number of electric field lines penetrating, number of electric field lines passing, penetrating. How? Normal to the given surface. Number of electric field lines penetrating, passing like this. Normal to the given surface. So that is measured by taking the dot product of two vectors, electric field vector and area vector. So dot product of two vectors, that is given by the product of magnitude of two vectors and cosine of the angle in between them. And the electric flux is which type of physical quantity? That is a scalar. Electric flux is a scalar physical quantity, and its SI unit is Newton per coulomb into meter square, and this is the dimensional formula. Okay. Now let us consider again. It is so the number of electric field lines are passing like this. Number of electric field lines are passing like this. This is E vector, and this one is the A vector. So theta, that is the angle made by E vector and A vector. So this is a circular disc. The number of electric field lines is passing like this. Okay. So this is the disc. The number of electric field lines is passing like this, and this is the normal. Normal means imaginary perpendicular to the given surface. So this is normal. This is A vector. Number of electric field lines are passing like this. Theta is the angle between E vector and A vector. Actually, in this case, E vector is parallel to A vector. That means theta is 0. But here, theta that is not equal to 0. Okay, now we can choose a small area. This is ds. What is the direction of ds? This is the direction of ds. This is ds vector. That is the direction of normal. So this is the direction of electric field. Okay. Suppose we have to calculate electric flux through a small area ds. So what is the mathematical expression? That is d phi e is equal to E vector dot ds vector. So this is the mathematical expression for electric flux through a small area ds. Electric flux through a small area ds. Okay, d phi E is equal to E vector dot ds vector. So the total electric flux, just integrate the equation on both sides, then we will get total electric flux through this n-type surface. So integration of d phi E, that is equal to integration of E vector dot ds vector. Integration of d phi E is phi. Phi is equal to integration of E vector dot ds vector. So this can also be written in the form of phi is equal to circle on integral. That means the surface is closed. Circle on integral means the surface is closed. Integration of E vector dot ds vector. So this is another mathematical expression for what? Electric flux. Okay, after that, let us discuss about some very important special cases in electric flux. So the first case is, suppose if E vector, first case, if E vector is parallel to A vector. It means the number of electric field lines passing like this, normal to the given surface, normal to the given surface. In this case, this is E vector, this one is A vector. So E vector is parallel to A vector. What is the angle in between them? That is 0. Then the value of theta is equal to 0 degree. So in this case, electric flux linked with the surface is maximum. That is phi E is equal to E A cos 0. Cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So electric flux linked with the surface is maximum in this case. Okay, that is equal to plus EA, because cos 0 is 1. Okay, so this is the first very important special case. The second one, suppose if E vector is anti-parallel. E vector is anti-parallel to A vector. E vector is anti-parallel to A vector. Then what is the value of theta? The value of theta is 180 degree. E vector is anti-parallel to A vector. Okay, E vector is anti-parallel to A vector. E vector is anti-parallel to A vector. In this case, the angle in between them is 180 degree. So here theta is equal to 180 degree. Okay. Now the electric flux is minimum and also that is negative. Electric flux is minimum and also that is negative. Is minus EA. Minus EA. Actually EA cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. Okay. That is why minus EA. So the third special case. Suppose if E vector is perpendicular to A vector. E vector is perpendicular to A vector. Then what is the value of theta? E vector is anti-parallel to A vector. Theta is 180 degree. In that case, the expression becomes phi is equal to EA cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1. Minus 1 into EA becomes minus EA. Flux is minimum and also negative. But here in this case, flux is minimum, but that is equal to 0. Because here E vector is perpendicular to A vector. E vector is perpendicular to A vector. And what is the angle in between them? That is 90. Theta is equal to 90 degree. So then electric flux phi E means electric flux. So minimum and that is equal to EA cos 90. Cos 90 is 0, so the flux is 0. So these are the three very important special cases. So when electric flux linked with the surface is maximum, if E vector is parallel to A vector, then flux is maximum. When electric flux linked with the surface is minimum, E vector is anti-parallel to A vector, flux is minimum. Or E vector is perpendicular to A vector, flux is minimum, that is equal to 0. So when electric flux linked with the surface is positive, when electric flux linked with the surface is negative. So when the net electric field lines directed outwards, net electric field lines directed outwards. In this case, this is E vector, this one is A vector. So E vector is parallel to A vector, flux is positive. Flux is positive. Okay. So when net electric field lines directed inwards like this, net electric field lines directed inwards, this is E vector, this one is A vector. E vector is anti-parallel to A vector. In that case, electric flux linked with the surface is minimum and that is negative. Okay. So this is about electric flux and some very important special cases. What is the meaning of electric flux? The number of electric field lines passing or penetrating normal to the even surface. So the next very important 3-mark derivation, write down, that is derivation of expression for the torque acting on electric dipole. Derivation of expression for torque acting on electric dipole that is placed in the presence of uniform electric field. So when an electric dipole is placed in the presence of uniform electric field, it will experience torque. When an electric dipole is placed in the presence of uniform electric field, it will experience torque. So this is the derivation of expression for torque acting on electric dipole in the presence of uniform electric field. First, let us consider uniform electric field. So in uniform electric field lines are straight, parallel, and equidistant. Electric field lines are straight, parallel, and equidistant. What is this? Uniform electric field. So now let us consider an electric dipole that is having pair of equal and opposite charges, minus Q and plus Q. What is the meaning of electric dipole? Pair of equal and opposite charges separated by small vector distance. So the line joining the two charges, what is this? Dipole axis is directed from negative charge to positive charge. The direction of dipole axis given the direction of dipole moment P vector. Both are same. That is from negative charge to positive charge. Okay. So now let us consider the distance from minus Q to plus Q. The distance from minus Q to plus Q. This is the dipole length. What is this? 2e. The distance from minus Q to plus Q, that is 2e. That is electric dipole length. Okay. So if an electric dipole is placed in the presence of uniform electric field, so what happens? So due to electric field, E vector minus Q will experience a force. When a charged particle is placed in the presence of electric field, it will experience a force. Charged particle is placed in the presence of electric field, it will experience a force. So the force acting on minus Q due to electric field, that is actually minus Q into E vector. Let us consider this location minus Q location as A, minus Q location as A, and plus Q location as B. A is the location of minus Q, B is the location of plus Q. So the force acting on minus Q at A due to electric field, let us consider that is F A vector. F A vector is minus Q E vector. So negative sign indicates the direction of F A vector is opposite to the direction of electric field. Direction of F A vector is opposite to the direction of electric field. And the force acting on plus Q at B due to electric field. What is that? That is F B vector is equal to plus Q into E vector. So this is the force acting on plus Q at B due to electric field. So the magnitude of FA vector is QE. The magnitude of FB vector is also QE. So finally, what happens here? Two equal and opposite forces. Two equal and opposite forces acting on electric dipole. Two equal and opposite forces, both are equal and opposite forces acting on electric dipole. Actually, that is called couple. What is the meaning of couple? Couple means two equal and unlike parallel forces, equal unlike parallel forces whose lines of action is different, that constitute a couple. What is the effect of couple on a body? What is the effect of couple on a body? So if a couple acts on a body, what happens? The body will rotate. Okay. So the effect of couple on a body is rotational motion. Okay. The rotational ability of couple, that is moment of couple, that is also called torque. Okay. So how do you measure torque? Torque is measured by taking the product of magnitude of one of the force and perpendicular distance between two forces, right? Okay, let us calculate the perpendicular distance between these two forces, FA and FB. Here, let us consider this point as O. So OB is the perpendicular distance between FA vector and FB vector. So now consider theta. Theta, that is angle made by P vector and E vector. What is the meaning of theta? That is angle made by P vector and E vector. Okay. So if it is angle theta, whatever this is also theta. Why? Because these two are corresponding angles. Now in this triangle, what is that? AOB, the triangle AOB. What is the value of cos theta? Cos theta is nothing but base divided by hypotenuse. Actually, here we want OB. So let's consider not cos theta, sin theta. Sin theta is equal to perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Sin theta is equal to perpendicular is OB, hypotenuse is AB. Right? So we want here perpendicular distance, that is OB. So OB is equal to OB divided by what is the value of AB? AB is just cross multiplication. After cross multiplication, we will get OB is equal to 2A sin theta. So what is this? The perpendicular distance between two forces. So OB value is 2A sine theta. That is the perpendicular distance between two forces. Perpendicular distance between two forces is 2a sine theta. So let us consider first the electric dipole moment. P is equal to Q dot 2a. P is equal to Q dot 2a. That is the mathematical expression for electric dipole moment. What is the meaning of electric dipole moment? That is the product of magnitude of either charge. Product of magnitude of either charge and the dipole length. Okay, so that is the meaning of electric dipole moment. So here the first step in the derivation, that is the force. Force acting on minus Q at A due to electric field. Force acting on minus Q at A due to electric field. That is FA vector is equal to minus Q into E vector. Minus Q into E vector. The magnitude of FA vector is FA, that is equal to Q into E. Now call this as equation number 1. So and then the force acting on plus Q at B. Force acting on plus Q at B. That is FB vector. FB vector is equal to plus Q into E vector. So the magnitude of FB vector is FB, that is equal to QE. So call this as equation number 2. So here comparing the equations 1 and 2. Now comparing the equations 1 and 2, what is your conclusion? FA, that is exactly equal to FB. That means two equal and opposite forces. Two equal and opposite forces acting on electric dipole. Okay. So what is the net force? What is the net force acting? What is the net force? This is very important. The net force acting on electric dipole. The net force acting on electric dipole. This is the net force acting on electric dipole. That is FA minus FB. That means QE minus QE. So both are get cancelled. That is equal to 0. So if an electric dipole is placed in the presence of uniform electric field, the net force acting on electric dipole, that is equal to 0. But those forces produces torque, turning effect. Okay. Torque is measured by taking the product of magnitude of one of the force and perpendicular distance between two forces. So torque is measured. Torque is equal to magnitude of one of the force. Magnitude of one of the force, that is QE. Magnitude of one of the force into perpendicular distance between two forces, that is 2a sine theta. So tau is equal to, this is moment of couple or torque, that is equal to magnitude of one of the force. Magnitude of one of the force is QE into the perpendicular distance between two forces, that is 2a sine theta. So finally we will get tau is equal to Q into 2a. So what is the meaning? What is the meaning of Q into 2a? Q into 2a, that is P, that is electric dipole moment. Q into 2a is P, that is electric dipole moment. So tau is equal to P sine theta. So this is the mathematical expression for torque acting on electric dipole. Mathematical expression for torque acting on electric dipole in the presence of uniform electric field. So in vector form, in vector form. So the expression for torque that can be written in the form of tau vector is equal to T vector cross E vector. So this is the mathematical expression for torque acting on electric dipole in the presence of uniform electric field, that is in vector form. Okay. So what is the direction of torque? How do you determine the direction of torque? The direction of torque that can be calculated by using right hand corkscrew rule. So right hand corkscrew rule. So actually here P vector and E vector. So these are the rotational vectors. P vector, E vector. Theta, that is the angle between P vector and E vector. So P vector, E vector lies in a plane. Those are rotational vectors. Okay. So this is the direction of torque. Tau vector. Tau vector is equal to P vector cross E vector. Okay. The direction of torque is always perpendicular to the plane containing two rotational vectors, P vector and E vector, right? So this can be calculated by using right hand corkscrew rule or right hand thumb rule. Actually, thumb points in the direction of resultant vector. So the fingers encircle, which gives the direction of rotational vectors. Thumb points in the direction of resultant vector. The fingers encircle, which gives the direction of rotational vectors. So here the rotational vectors, those are in anti-clockwise. So thumb indicates the direction of resultant, that is tau vertically upwards. Suppose the rotational vectors are like this: E cross P, E vector cross P. So then torque acts vertically downwards. So this is minus tau. Actually, this is E vector cross P vector. E vector cross P vector acts vertically downwards. Actually, P vector cross E vector, that is not equal to E vector cross P vector, but the magnitude of P vector cross E vector, magnitude of E vector cross P vector, both are same. So P vector cross E vector vertically upwards, E vector cross P vector vertically downwards. Okay, P cross E vertically upwards, E cross P vertically downwards. Direction is quite opposite, but their magnitudes are equal. Okay, so now we will discuss about some very important special cases in this derivation when the torque acting on electric dipole is maximum, when this torque acting on electric dipole is minimum. Okay. The first special case, if P vector is parallel to E vector is parallel to E vector, or P vector is anti-parallel to E vector. So in this case, if P vector is parallel to E vector, what is the value of theta? P vector is parallel to E vector. What is the value of theta? Theta value is 0 degree. So if P vector is anti-parallel to E vector, what is the value of theta? Theta is equal to 180 degree. So in both the cases, actually torque is 0. So tau is equal to, if P vector is parallel to E vector, then tau is equal to PE sine 0. Sine 0 is 0. 0 into anything is 0. If P vector is anti-parallel to E vector, so in that case, tau is equal to P sine 180. Sine 180 degrees 0. 0 into anything is 0. So in this case also torque is minimum, that is equal to 0. And the next case, if P vector is perpendicular to E vector, then what is the value of theta? Theta is equal to 90 degrees. If P vector is perpendicular to E vector, then theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. So then expression for torque tau is equal to P E sine. What is the value of theta? 90. So what is the value of sine 90? Sine 90 is 1. So tau is equal to E. So this is the maximum torque acting on electric dipole that is placed in the presence of uniform electric field. So if P vector is parallel to E vector, torque, what is the torque acting on electric dipole? That is 0, minimum 0. If P vector is anti-parallel to E vector, P vector is anti-parallel to E vector, what is the value of theta? 180 degree. So then what is the torque acting on electric dipole? In that case also 0. So when torque acting on electric dipole is maximum, if P vector is perpendicular to E vector, then theta is equal to 90 degree. Torque acting on electric dipole, that is maximum, that is tau is equal to P into E. Okay. So by using this equation, we can define the dipole moment based on the expression for torque. Okay. If E is equal to 1 Newton per Coulomb, E is equal to 1 Newton per Coulomb, theta is equal to 90 degree, then this equation becomes tau is equal to P into E value is 1 into sine 90. Sine 90 is 1. So then tau is equal to E. So tau is equal to, in this case, tau is equal to P. So electric dipole moment that can also be defined as, that is numerically equal to, electric dipole moment is numerically equal to torque acting on electric dipole if it is placed at right angles to unit uniform electric field. So this is another definition of dipole moment. The first one is dipole moment is the product of magnitude of one of the charge and dipole length. Another definition based on the expression for torque is the dipole moment, electric dipole moment is numerically equal to torque acting. Electric dipole moment is numerically equal to torque acting on electric dipole if it is placed at right angles to unit unit uniform